Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Thursday, October 27th, 2016. Take a look at the S&P today, folks. This is the SPDR SPY tracking ETF. This is an intraday basis, so this is the price action today. Now, yesterday, I talked about a major breakdown on the Russell 2000. And again, I look at the Russell on a normal basis because it's a leading indicator, meaning that it's made up of small cap stocks. So if the markets are going to start to fall, where do people exit first? I mean, think about that logically. Do people exit blue chips that pay a great dividend, old school stocks like Apple and so forth, or do they exit small cap risky plays? Obviously, they're going to exit the risky plays. So that's why you look at it as a leading indicator. Now, we gapped up today on the spiders and we collapsed, and I want to show you this. Let's go to the IWM right now because I think it's worth noting here. Take a look. So right here, you have a beautiful trend line, right? And this whole kind of crown up here was being held up by this trend line connecting this pivot through these lows here, through this low, and then right through here. And then look at yesterday, all right? If we zoom in, look at how yesterday's candle on the daily chart, this is the daily chart of the IWM, closed below that line. And right there, that's a breakdown, folks. That is a breakdown. And sure enough, look at the IWM since then, down another $1.56 today, 1.3%. That's huge. And the fact that this is continuing to lead tells me the market overall is going to go lower. And it's going to go lower. Just the fact of the matter. All right, so IWM target 200 moving average. Now that's a nice fall. If it gets there, that's another 5 points down, 4.5, 5 points down on the IWM. But let's go back to the spiders here real quick. All right, take a look. So we had a secondary level. First of all, the fact that IWM was breaking down per yesterday, you got a gap up in the S&P today, and it didn't hold. Should you be surprised? No, because the IWM, the Russell 2000, told you that. So the fact is the market rolled over real quick, hit support. Look at these two trend lines. Let me zoom out and show you where they come from. Pivot to pivot to pivot, and pivot here to pivot and to pivot. So that's a huge area of support, and look at that. We're right into it right now. So it'll be interesting to see where this market closes. But bottom line is the markets look very weak to me. Very, very, I stress, very weak to me. All right. Now, having said that, in the research center today, we made lots of money. Well, you might say, well, how? The market's all over the place, chopping, gapped up, coming down. It's just slightly negative on the S&P. Well, we had key stocks like Celgene. All right, I loved this stock. This was one of my favorites. I love biotech right now, by the way. I think there's all this negativity because of the election and stuff. I think it's overblown a million times. As soon as this election's over, these biotechs are going to be rocking and rolling. Even before, as we see here on Celgene. Celgene reported earnings this morning. Look at that move, folks. We sold today. Beautiful gain in the research center on that. So we booked profits there. Then look at BMY. We hold currently BMY. Look at that move up. This is one of my favorite stocks. I've been pounding the table on it for literally a month or more. The reason is because it pays a 3+% dividend, and it's an old school pharma. It's not going anywhere, and it's trading down from $76 to, it was prior to $50 today. I mean, it was literally trading for multiple days below $50. You could have had it. And now it's back to 52 and 20, and I actually think it's going to go back to the 55 level and fill this gap here. That's my target short term right here. But I mean, this is just one of those things where you love it so much and then it just pays you off. So we obviously are holding this and doing very well on the day today on this stock. Other stocks I like as well, Amgen. Amgen reports earnings after the bell. Look at the 200 hit. I obviously liked it at the 200. That's where we picked it up in the options alerts. We picked up some calls on it. I don't know if I would chase it up here since it's already bouncing, as you guys can see off the 200. I think you're paying up a little bit, especially going into earnings today. But I don't think there's a ton of downside. If it goes down on earnings, it's minor. For the most part, I still think there's a little bit more upside, maybe to the 20 moving average, maybe even to the 50 as we get past the elections. So there's some real good, interesting stuff going on here, folks. And again, I love just making money in the research center, making money in the options alerts. By the way, we had Bristol Myers options today. Nick, my partner, closed out some of those for huge gains as well. I mean, it's just awesome to see the profits flowing in while the market's chopping around. And we also have a lot of shorts. Don't get me wrong. We're not just long the market. We're short the market as well in key levels and key factors. And those are now, as the market comes down, starting to pay off handsomely. Bottom line is, come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. There's a 7-day free trial. 7-day free trial. Take it, get involved, get exact entries as we take them live Join us now at inthemoneystocks.com.